Michael Jackson's estate actually found a big issue with the documentary, in that James Safechuck said that his sexual relationship with Michael Jackson started between 1988 and 1992 in the room where the train was, but the estate released information that the construction of the room where the train station didn't start until 1993 and completed in 1994. And so there's an issue with that.
Which one is he?
Safechuck is the one who isn't the dancer. Not the dancer. The other one.
The guy who just looks traumatized the entire...
Yes, the traumatized guy.
Leaving Neverland?
You mean the lie that is Leaving Neverland?
The lie?
The falsified documentary.
You think?
It's phony. Phony.
You don't think he touched those kids?
Money grab.
Well, I agree. It's a money grab. You don't think he touched any kids?
Come on. Let me say this. I will say this.
I think those two were out for money.
There is an entire internet conspiracy right now breaking down. There's a British guy who does a YouTube video.
This is the problem
breaking
with the
down
internet.
about how fake and fucked up half of the shit is. The UK version of the documentary, half of the shit is left out. You can go look all the shit up.
Of defending Michael Jackson?
Half of the shit is left out.
Well, the guy who did it purposely didn't want any other people's opinions so he could paint this picture.
Well, of course, that's what a documentary is, right? Michael Moore does documentaries that are like super liberal with a liberal point of view.
Making a Murderer, they left out a ton of info where you go, oh, he clearly did it. Like this in the Wisconsin, I think that's where it happened.
Yeah,
like the state of Wisconsin's like, no, dude, he clearly did it. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, no,
if you get the other info, it's not even, are you shitting me?
Not only did he do it, that whole family knows about it. That's my whole thing. But let me get back to this, Rogan. Let's do the Michael Jackson thing. First of all,
you're a fan, yeah.
You think I'm gonna, just because he fucked a kid, you think I'm gonna stop playing Thriller? I mean, that's a fucking good album, dude. Off the Wall is one of my favorites. Yeah. No, I do think he had weird pretenses with kids and like I think he had weird shit, right? But I do think the details of a lot of this stuff is weird and strange.
Like how he had all the masters.
There was a lot of
weird
shit.
Have you heard that? Like he bought all his masters and the Beatles.
Yeah.
And once he had that much power, then all this stuff started to get leaked out. So a lot of people are like, dude, this is fucking Sony and those people in power.
I wonder if he really did anything. I mean, listen, those kids' stories are like really identical. He loved nipples.
There's too many.
He loved nipples.
My problem is there's too many.
Too many what? Kids that came out?
Like,
there isn't though.
There is though.
These are the only two that have really gone against it.
No, sir.
No, dude, there isn't anymore. You can look it up.
Just two kids.
These are the only two. There was two other. There was
Google how many accusations? How many children? Would you say
How many child accusers of Michael Jackson sexual assault are there? That's the longest phrase of all time. But like, look, with Bill Cosby, dude, how many were there? 50 plus. They all came out.
Yeah.
So it was real. With this, it was like, you think only two kids?
Click on that. Well, there's way more than two.
No, but I'm telling you, how many accusers there? How many? What does it say?
The exact figure on how many children have allegedly been abused by Jackson is unknown.
Unknown, of course.
Well, hold on. However, at least 6 have come forward when they were boys. Keep scrolling down. I like how they go, one could describe his dick. Well, it'd be pretty easy. It's a black dick.
Distinctive marks.
Yeah.
Distinctive marks on his penis. That's so funny. By the way, I don't even know marks on my penis.
He did settle for $23 million to family, though.
Because you got to let it go. You have to have it go away.
Agree.
Look, did he...
Wait, hold up. Scroll up, Chin. Right there. During the investigation of Chandler's claims, police questioned around 30 children and their parents.
Yep, 30.
All said Jackson did nothing wrong.
There you go.
I don't know, man.
Here's my thing. I also have a problem with the documentary defaming him after his death because no one he can't defend himself now that he's dead.
Yeah, it is strange.
So whether or not this is true, right? Whether or not sexual abuse on whether he did sexually abuse these kids, which by the way, nothing bothers me more than touching kids. I think you should fucking be set on fire in public for touching a child. That's just how I feel. But I don't know how many of these things are inflated, fabricated, hyperbolized. Did he sleep in bed with these kids? That's probably a fact. And is he a fucking weirdo? And are these parents pieces of shit? Dude, these parents are in the documentary acting like they're exempt. They smile sometimes when they tell stories.
You know the one kid doesn't talk to his mom. Well, he's like, where the fuck were you?
Yeah, because she sold him up the river. She sold his asshole up the river.
Correct.
She was like,
literally,
go to Michael's house. Go to Michael's house.
Yeah.
They had, in one of these videos, they show another interview on the internet of one of Michael's, somebody that worked for the Jacksons that was saying that mom, the dancer mom, the family that moved here for him, they would call him every day.
Correct.
every day begging.
No, I think that
let the sun come over.
He also married Britney, or was dating Britney Spears, and then before this documentary came out, Wade Robson. He tried going to the family, going, "Hey, I know you're doing the thing in Vegas. Let me be the dance instructor for that." And they're like, "No, we're good, man." And they went, "Oh fuck that, I'm suing you guys." Also, that maid who came out, I was like, why would she come out? She has nothing gained from it. She tried suing him and blackmailing him before.
Right.
Like, it's all like...
So that's what I'm saying. There's so much muddy water here.
Can you imagine if Michael Jackson really never did sexually molest kids? And just his name is so tarnished.
I know, but here was the problem with that time period, right? Like when all this stuff happened.
Talking about in the 90s?
Yeah, I'm saying the time period is the media would not have lent him a hand to help. So nowadays, right, if something happened, you would do everything you could in these public mediums like podcasts, shows of people that you know to clear your name. An example is like Norm Macdonald made some off-color jokes and fucking Netflix got mad, so he had to go on an apology tour.
Yeah.
Right? Back then, I just feel like it was way less likely that you could speak up for your own voice and say...
Because there was only one medium, which was the media.
And it was so small, it barely existed, and no one really paid attention, and they just read what they said. So nowadays, I feel like someone like Michael could say the right thing and clear it up. Because look at Harvey Weinstein. He didn't go on anything to talk about it because he's a fucking rapist.
Bill Cosby.
He's a fucking rapist.
But this Wade Robson also, like, if you talk, so he said, I was so distraught, I had a anxiety attack from it. Well, his therapist came out and went, well, no, his anxiety attack happened because he wasn't getting work. He didn't have money.
Yeah, he thought he was going to go broke. Right, dude. There's a paper trail with all this stuff that it's just really strange. That's all I'm saying.
on the fence.
But did it happen? Maybe. I don't know. I do think the documentary is so slanted and so gross. The way that this document, and this was another thing they talked about in this YouTube video. I got to show you what it is. But he basically says that the documentary filmmaker's footage was released where they make them tell the stories over and over and over. So that he's what are they called? You know, he's like pushing him. He's forcing him to be like, he's like, so, and then anything, was it with anal play? And tell us more about the anal play. So he was like leading them.
Well, there's a narrative. It's like a director.
I know, but it's disgusting.
But the problem is
disgusting. It's disgusting for someone to have to like lead someone to talk about tragedy.
I can't believe you can do this and release it into the world without any sufficient
defamation
real
of
evidence.
character. I know, but it's defamation of character.
How is it not defamation? Yeah, but his family.
I know, but the estate can sue.
Well, they are suing HBO.
I know, but this will be for. It's already done.
But if I'm granted, we're talking about. If I'm HBO, I don't put this on the air.
No, they do because now people are talking
about
HBO.
If I'm HBO, I'd go. Do you have evidence? No, we can't really fuck with that, man.
Well, because Game of Thrones is HBO.
Yes,
and it's coming to a close, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
they're season 8 starting in a week.
No, I'm saying, but this is it. They need to keep the rhetoric for HBO going. Premium cable
I feel like
needs to be in people's mouths.
This is a bad light.
Not for them. It's not. People will still want to talk. People will still watch it, still talk about it, still keep going to it. Netflix, this would be a bad move.
Why?
Because Netflix has so much content that's all out there. This would be so much negative attention for them that they would have to do. It was kind of like what happened with taking down the rating system, and people said it was because Schumer's special got all this weird backlash, and then they denied it. And they had to deal with it, and then they got annoyed, so they took away the rating system.
Yes.
Right? Netflix wants to put stuff out and not worry about it. They want to go, they just want it's content. Good, right?
They want content.
This would be a shitstorm for Netflix. But it's a good shitstorm for HBO. It's just way more fucking attention. Tons of fucking attention.
What else we got?
Oh, another thing. Yesterday it came out that the Jackson estate is actually making their own 30-minute documentary with Michael Jackson's nephew and the niece who actually dated the dancer for 7 years.
That's right.
They dated who?
His niece dated Wade
Michael
Robson.
Jackson set up his niece with Wade Robson. They dated for about 7 years. And she comes out saying that like he's a piece of shit. He's opportunistic. He used to cheat on me.
Wow.
He would always put himself in situations where he would make money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
There she is right there. See? What do you guys think? He did probably, huh? But maybe not? I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's so hard, see? But this documentary did it no justice because I feel like it made me more mad.
Is that her?
He's a liar.
No, that's his nephew.
Right.
Give me some
that's the niece. That's the niece.
One sec.
Chin's got to do some IT work before we Samsung.
That's what he's saying. He's saying that he was in a relationship with my uncle.
That's better.
That they were in love and that they were having a relationship, if you will. He's saying that my uncle...
Damn, she can beat these nuts in her mouth.
Which is not true. We were just talking about how my uncle put us together. It would discount or discredit the things that he's trying to claim. And I find it fascinating that he thinks he's able to just erase 10 years of his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a trip. It's a trip because a part of me is like, hey man, the guy's a fucking sicko weirdo. I thought he was a sicko back then for laying in bed with kids. That bothered the shit out of me.
Just wait till you have kids. You're like, what the fuck?
Laying in bed with kid. Would you let your child lay in a man's bed?
No, I'd kill him.
That's what I'm saying. So that's my point is like, these parents are turds.
The parents are.
I don't give a fuck how famous the guy is. You're not, my kid's not laying in your bed, dude. That's fucking weird. That's fucking.
I think I don't know. I wish we had sufficient evidence.
If Jennifer Lawrence, if a famous hot woman was like, I want your son to sleep in bed with me, even then you'd be like,
how old's my son? If he's 16, I'm like, for sure, fuck.
No, not 16. If he's, what were they, 9?
Somewhere 6.
Yeah,
7,
you'd be
8,
like,
9.
no, dude.
No.
You'd be like, I'll come in bed with you.
No.
But no, my 9-year-old can't be in bed with you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter the gender.
All right, what else you got, Chin?
Anyway, he did make great music.
Yeah, he did.
When you see my back ripple and I pull myself up like a chimp 30 times bang while talking to you, why wouldn't I give that to you as inspiration?
It's a gift, really.
It's a gift.